I turned off the bathtub and ran as fast as I could to the store. I clocked in and started on the list of tasks the manager provided for me. I was excited to work in a new department tonight. Everything was fine for the first couple of hours. Some girls I knew from school came over to me in a group and I started helping them. We were talking about the newest lip kits when I felt a tap on my shoulder. I turned around and there he stood glaring at me. "Joey." I started coughing. Then I screamed and hugged him.
I came back early to surprise you.
"Well, I'm definitely surprised," I said, starting to sweat.
What are you doing here?
"Oh, just buying some makeup, hanging with friends, you know," I said with wide eyes and full of nerves.
Okay, well, let's go home and make love. I have some things I want to do to you, right now.
"Like right now? Right now?"
Yeah, come on, baby girl. You're not happy to see me?
"Yes, Joey, of course I am, but I can't leave just yet."
Really? Why not?
Well, I'm meeting some friends here and..." I said, stuttering through the lie.
Haley, stop.
He said piercingly.
Just stop.
I was stunned by his tone and the fact that Joey had never yelled at me before.
Haley, does this have anything to do with the fact that you're on the clock right now?
"Joey, I'm sorry. I know I should have told you. How did you know I was working here?"
Well, your name tag for starters. Also, your friend Jade came by to check on you, and when I let her know you weren't home, she told me you must be at work. Imagine my surprise.
"How mad are you at me right now?"
Baby girl, I'm not mad. Just a little disappointed that you tried to hide this from me. We're a team.
"You're right. Again, I'm so sorry. Can we just talk about it when I get off? My manager is coming this way."
Sure.
He said, and kissed me coldly on my cheek. After I clocked out, I walked out of the store feeling so heavy. I mostly felt crappy for disappointing Joey. The love of my life was back home again, but now he's mad at me. The stress was making my stomach do somersaults. I half expected Joey to be outside waiting for me, but he wasn't. Wow, he must be really mad at me, I thought. I walked home in the dark as slowly as I could, mentally preparing myself for our first fight. The walk normally took me about 12 minutes, but tonight it was closer to 30. When I walked up to our building, Joey was sitting on the bottom stair. He was looking right at me, but I couldn't think of anything to say. I just stood there trying with my hands in my pockets to avoid eye contact, and hoped that he would take pity on me for keeping a secret from him. Joey stood, and right before he could speak, Jade walked from the side of the building and right in between us.
"Haley, hey, I just dropped by to bring the book you left at my house,"
Jade said, handing me a textbook. "Jade, this is Joey, my husband. He came back early to surprise me."
"Nice to meet you officially,"
Jade said, over my shoulder.
Likewise.
"So, Haley?"
She said, turning back to face me.
"We really need to talk."
She signed to me. "Joey, can you give me a minute with Jade? I'll meet you upstairs." Joey turned without a word and walked up the stairs. Jade and I continued our conversation in sign language until we were both sure that he was inside the apartment. "Girl, what's up?"
"I'm sorry for telling on you. I didn't know it was supposed to be a secret."
"It's not your fault. I should have told Joey about my job."
"When I came over, he was walking in and I asked for you. He said you weren't home, so my big mouth blurted out that you were probably at work."
Jade explained. "It's fine, really. You came all the way over to give me this book? It's not mine. Aren't you studying this?"
"Yes, that's my book. I just needed a way to get you out the door."
"Why?"
"Open it."
She whispered.
"We didn't see it until you left, and when I got here, your husband was walking in."
She signed the word pregnant and then pointed at me. "No way. This is crazy. I can't be."
My mom and I reread the instructions. You're supposed to wait 5 minutes for an accurate result. When I went in there to get the bathroom trash, I noticed it was positive.
"No, they are faulty," I said, slamming the book closed. "Can you get rid of it, please?" I asked, handing her back the book. "I have to go inside and clean up my mess. I'll see you tomorrow," I said as I headed towards the stairs. I took each step slowly, and when I opened the door, Joey was sitting on the sofa with his head in his hands. I could smell the biscuits and gravy that I'd made this morning and felt nauseated.
Haley, we really need to talk.
Joey said intimidatingly. I know.
This conversation is about you being more responsible.
Wait, what?
Babe, this is about me coming home and you not being here. To top it all off, the alarm wasn't even set again.
Hold on. What? The alarm, really? I go to school full-time and work part-time. I've been here by myself in this damned apartment for months, taking care of my friggin' self while you were on the other side of the world doing God knows what. I set that stupid thing any other time, but the one day I rush off to work, I forget to turn it on, so what? I was yelling now.
Sounds like you had a stressful day, babe. I'm going to go for a walk until you cool down and we can discuss this calmly.
Joey said, walking to the door. Good idea, I said coldly, and as soon as the door shut, I fell to my knees and bawled like a baby. I didn't mean a word of it. I was just pissed off and jumbled. Over an hour had gone by and Joey still hadn't come back. I decided I was going to bed and went to our room. As soon as I laid down, I realized I hadn't set the fucking alarm. I got up, set the alarm, and got back in the bed. I heard the alarm ding, signaling that Joey was back. I heard him reset the alarm and shuffle papers around at the table. I heard him grab the bedroom doorknob, so I pretended like I was sleeping. Light from the other room glowed through my eyelids, and I felt Joey drop a soft kiss on my forehead before he walked out. When I woke up the next morning, Joey's side of the bed looked like it hadn't even been touched. I walked into the bathroom to make sure I looked decent and opened our bedroom door. I didn't smell breakfast, and I didn't see or hear Joey. I was on the sofa with a bowl of cereal when he walked through the front door. He was dripping with sweat and winded. He took out his headphones, but never once looked at me. How was your workout? I asked between bites.
Fine.
Just fine? I asked, carrying the attitude from last night into this morning.
Yeah, Haley. It was fine.
The way he said my name irritated me. I wanted to end the argument, but he wasn't making it easy this time. Joey was usually the one that offered to talk about things and resolve them, but not today. Well, if you would have woken me up, maybe, we could have worked out together.
I was doing combat training with the guys.
He said, looking at me blankly. I would have done it with you.
You want to do combat training?
He asked with a half laugh. What? You don't think I could?
Nah, baby girl. You wouldn't like this kind.
He said, brushing me off. So I took it as a challenge. Okay, Josiah, let's do this. Why don't you show me some of the moves they taught you in Africa or wherever the hell you went?
Are you sure?
Uh-huh, I said, putting my bowl of cereal on the table. Joey stood in the middle of the living room and bounced from side to side like a boxer. I walked up like I was standing in line at a grocery store.
2-point cover in close quarters.
He shouted at me. I don't know what that means.
I don't want to do this.
He said, dropping his hands and standing still. I do, I said, pushing his left shoulder back with the tips of my fingers.
Fine.
He said, and his eyes went dark like a shark's. I always thought I was tough, growing up fighting with Hannah and being in a handful of fistfights in my teenage years, but nothing I'd ever come across could have prepared me for this.